Good morning.
Morning.
All right, last stream for 2025. We haven't done one for 3 months.
Yeah.
Take it away, babe.
I always need some time to start up.
I know. But 2025 has been pretty good. Overall, pretty good.
First of all, how was our Christmas? Lucas asking. Our Christmas was good. We had 2 dinners. Well, one wasn't really for Christmas, but...
Yeah, it was really good. We had Christmas Eve with our immediate family, and then Christmas Day we had lunch/dinner with friend/family as well. So it's been good.
Yeah, and we have another one next week. Or the week after. For the Orthodox Christmas.
Yep, Serbian Orthodox. And next week having friend over as well. So pretty cool, nicely spaced out. For a moment there, I thought I was doing my stream, and then I remember we're doing our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? On the second day of Christmas, Stephanie said to me, "That's stupid."
Oh, that song.
I'm already getting hot.
All right.
We're having the worst summer in Australia.
No, we're not.
Yeah, but he likes the cold, but it's been like really not warm. But now we're going to have 2 warm weeks. So that's good. You're going to be annoyed, and I'm going to be
It's a nice
happy.
day today.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we going to talk about? Let's not dilly-dally or waffle.
We always waffle. What are you talking about?
I always blab. But once you start going, then I can just like let you steer the car. Anyway.
Well, not literally, because
No, you
we'll
can't
crash.
All right, let's start off.
Yeah, so we had a really good year. If you had to describe 2025 in a few words, how would you describe it?
Relaxing, very calming, a lot less stress, a lot less worry, a lot less anxiety, just really, really chill. So the other years were good, and they just had a different character. This year was just very, very relaxed and calmer.
Yeah.
I feel like, if I have to describe it overall.
Yeah. I think growth is the first word I think of. And calm. And happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a really good year for us.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's probably like people want to hear drama and anxiety though. I only hit you 3 times this year.
Progress. No, we haven't had much drama this year at all.
Yeah.
It's been really good. Yeah.
Hope everyone else is good. It's funny, we both of us on this channel and my channel, what's added to the calmness and the lack of go and anxiety is that we're just posting when we feel like it. We're enjoying our lives. We're not on this like, let's post, let's keep on this treadmill. So that's added to the calm feeling too.
Yeah.
You were saying this morning that you kind of like that I'm not as stressed.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, first of all, with our channel, I feel like when we started, like the first year, we did a lot of streams and uploaded a few videos. And it was fun, but I think that the longer we did it, the more I felt like, yeah, I feel like I've kind of said everything I could say. And then we did less streams, and now it's more like we just do it every once in a while, which is nice. And I think with your channel, I'm really happy that you're more calm about it. I feel like once I came into the picture, obviously...
You ruined everything.
I ruined... Yeah.
I'm less annoyed, less angry and stuff. Go ahead, finish your thought.
But I think that before I came into the picture, you had already started to kind of get over the worst of the manosphere stuff.
I was already bored with it, and I remember, I mean, it's something to do when you're on your own, and when you've done your own stuff and you want to hang out and do some creative stuff and upload and talk to people and have conversations, it's very easy because I've been there multiple times and I know a lot about the topics, that you get talking in streams or you make videos and you feel like you're a master at it, and you can just kind of phone it in a relaxed way. You can just make content. But you start to become not bored, but I feel like I'm half there because I'm not engaged. Like, it doesn't mean as much to me. I've solved the problems.
Yeah.
I can't pretend to care to level 10 like I used to. Now I care to some days level 2, some days level 5, but I'm never like...
Yeah. But I feel like, especially not this past year, but like the year before that, like 2024, you were really struggling with not only motivation for YouTube, but also like how you wanted to change your channel. Like you seemed really stressed out about that. And I feel like this past year, you haven't really done that much with your channel, but you've also been very relaxed, like much more relaxed. So I'm hoping that that's just going to continue. And then you just post videos about whatever you want to talk about when you feel like it, and you don't put that pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
For next year. Yeah.
Well, that's a goal I want to continue this year, because my channel stalled a few years ago. Even before I met you, I was tired of the old stuff. And it was a good exercise, like a stoic exercise, to knowingly let the old me die, and as such, let the old me, the old channel die, while I'm pivoting to something else. And basically it comes down to my old channel. It got popular and I enjoyed doing it because I was making the content in that moment in my life, what was important and what I felt like talking about, the courage to talk about what I felt is important. Once I kind of did that and I got a lot off my chest and I solved a lot of my problems and I was really good with myself and I'm in a good position. I'm not being sort of dominated by people and what people's expectations are. And like, I was really in control of my life in a calm way. I felt like, well, now the only thing to do is just rehash the old points and talk, make the content that other people want to hear instead of what I want to do. You know, the reason I enjoyed my channel and everyone likes your channel is that you talk from this moment what you're passionate about. I was no longer passionate, so I thought, while I'm searching for my next passions and what else I want to talk about, I'll talk whatever the guys want to hear, whatever my audience wants to hear. And then that's not a good recipe to just give people like a product, like you're just giving them soup cans. You make soup cans out of a factory because you're really good at doing it. So yeah, I'm just going to continue that kind of stoic, make videos that I feel like making because I'm really passionate. And if I get super passionate and the ball starts rolling down the hill and I'm in my groove again like I used to, great. But I'm not going to manufacture, because you just get stressed. Every day, every week you're turning up to, what am I going to talk about? Because I have to turn up. Yeah. I have to turn up. I have to turn up. It's like an anxious job you have to get to.
But I think it makes sense that you struggled with it for a while, because it's basically like after you kind of got over everything and now you're happily married, like you can't talk about any of the stuff you used to talk about before anymore.
I can, but it's kind of like the default was to talk about it like I always did. And then when you feel you naturally have shifted, it doesn't feel the same because it's not the same. It's not like I don't care about those topics, but if I'm going to talk about them, I have to talk about them from where I am now. So again, how I am now in terms of marriage, relationships, if those topics are interesting to me, not let me just kind of sling back to hyper passionate Bobby when he was single. And because I found myself, when I look back on the videos, I'm talking, I said it a few times, I'm talking to an old me. I'm giving advice to guys who are like me. And so you find yourself going back to how you felt then and talking from that position.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I think you also struggled with that because you can't just go from negative against women and then flip completely around and then give like positive advice, you know? Like, I think you struggled with that as well. Like, I want to talk about it in a different way now, but if I'm going to be like all positive now, everyone's going to probably shit on me or something like that.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Not too much. Like, I don't care that much. It's still my channel and I'll talk about what I want to, but I think it's an old reflex. You know, when you automatically start doing something in an automatic way, and I found myself always doing the automatic way.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. And I became more and more aware of it. And when I look back on the videos, like, I again, that video, that's not me now. That's,
Yeah.
I'm performing for everyone else because that's what works.
Yeah.
That's what they want to see. Oh, great. The video did well. People like my video. Everyone really except me.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think that makes sense that you went through that kind of transformation. And I think that now you're at a very good place. Like you're much more calm and accepting that now you just want to do what you want to do at your own pace.
I basically want to enjoy making videos and uploading like I used to, whatever that looks like. Because before I wasn't thinking about it. I just honestly uploaded the stuff that was really interesting to me. And it was dating and relationships because I was still dating and I wanted to find a companion. I wanted to find someone.
Yeah.
And that was the only bit of my life that pissed me off. Like I couldn't work it out. Everything else in my life I'd made the way I wanted. And that was just that was the elephant in the room. And I had a lot to say and I was really searching and digging deep. And then...
But I think that now you just need to basically accept that you don't have that same strong topic anymore that you used to have. So now it's going to be a little bit of, okay, what shall I talk about? It's still going to be not as clear cut as it used to be, unless I guess you find a new, like really strong specific topic, which you can easily like really dive into.
Yeah, or start another channel or something. But you're right. Before there was one clear topic that dominated everything else, and I had so much to say, and it was easy to do because it was very clear. It was like one bullseye, one button to press. Whereas now in my life, there's like about 3 or 4 buttons that I find interesting in a very relaxed way. And I'm saying, oh, but I want to get back to that one button. It's like, why? That's not me now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Armand goes, do we have leftover food? We did. And then the next day we ate it all. Yeah, we had oh, that was Slava.
Yes, had my name day, and then had leftovers, and we binged on that the next day.
Yeah. And
then about a week later, we had the Christmas stuff.
We had two dinners. Yeah.
And
so yeah, that was good. The leftover food. Yeah.
And tonight you feel like a kebab.
Yeah, we discovered this kebab place, this stand, where they make like...
She's easy to please. Kebab.
These kebab wraps. And he has like lamb, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he has lamb. My God, I had a dream about...
Kebabs.
About not eating lamb or something. I think because we talked about veganism the other day. I had this dream about me not wanting to eat lamb or something. I don't know, that was random. I just thought of that. Yeah.
But you'll eat chicken.
But anyway... Yeah, I know I'm a total hypocrite. I will never deny that I'm a total hypocrite because I used to be vegan for a few years. But anyway, I love the chicken kebab. It's like this big wrap with chicken and lettuce and mayo and stuff. We discovered it, so we're going to get it later.
Yeah, it's funny.
Probably.
Women find animal cruelty, especially animals that are cute. They find it very cruel. Oh, look at the veal. Like, how can you eat a baby like meat, whatever? But if it's like an ugly animal, it's like, yeah, kill it.
Yeah. It's never fair, and it's always hypocritical. But what are you going to do? Like that? Yeah, I'm not denying that. That's true. Yeah. I just have those are just 2 things that I have left from when I was vegan. Is that I don't drink normal milk. Like in cereal or in a glass, I mean. And like lamb. I don't like it. But I have eaten it in pasta one time, I think, at La Porchetta.
Lamb? Oh, no, that's a veal tortellini. Yeah, the tortellini. It's got veal in it.
So veal is baby cow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is it baby cow then?
Baby cow.
Okay.
Lamb is for me, lamb is the tastiest red meat. Souvlaki and...
I always think the baby cow is lamb, but it's not.
Yeah, me too. I always kind of go to lamb.
Right. Anyway, sorry.
I could be wrong.
I hate that is so huge and like almost covering my face. Look how big that is.
Bad luck. Do you want me to put it down, babe?
Drama and anxiety sells. Look at American TV. Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, I'm addicted to The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. But we can get into that later because we're going to go off.
Her whole life now is gym and Bachelor.
Yeah, that's all I need. Yeah.
Hey, Peg, how are you going? Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah. Christmas is nice. It is different now, though, that it's not like... Well, it was pretty cold last week.
All right, what's something you've let go of this year that sticks out?
Well, I think I've let go of the belief that I'm not social and that I don't want to be social.
Yeah, you had a lot of very rigid, like, this is me as a blah, blah, I don't do this.
Yeah, I think I've had like a few big changes this year. One of them is like at the beginning of the year, I changed kind of how I felt about being social. Before that, I was always like, oh, I don't want to be social. But then I actually wanted to be. And so I've made a lot of progress, I feel like, at work, with colleagues, with your family. And I'm actually really enjoying it. So yeah, I made a really big jump with that. I feel like being more open and social and nice and interested
and you found like you actually started to have a good time yourself, because I think before you were holding tight, and thought like no, but this is my identity. I'm not social, and I don't want to be here. I just want to be at home, and I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to be around my husband. And then when I said, well, babe, we have to go. I'm going. You know you're going to go anyway. You might as well try and enjoy it in your way. And then you kind of you let go.
Yeah, the first few years that I was here, I was really like, I'm just here for you. I don't need anyone else. And then at the start of this year, like after we came back from Spain, I guess I saw my mom and my sister like really happy, enjoying life, being bubbly and stuff, and that kind of made me shift. And then I started being more open and wanting friendships and getting along with people and stuff. So that's been really good also for our relationship, obviously. It's had a big impact on it. And then another thing that's been really big is fitness this year. Like we've both started going to the gym. I lost a bunch of weight, got fit. And that obviously also has a really good impact on everything else. I feel like food and fitness, diet and fitness has a really big effect on the rest of your life and everything else, your lifestyle and how you feel, especially for me. So, yeah, that's been really good, those two things.
Well, there's the healthy mind, healthy body thing. And I'm always reminded of a quote by Henry Rollins, where he's always been into a strong body and stuff, but he reads a lot. He's known for his public speaking and being a smart guy and a very astute person. And a quote I remember from him is, he says, in my experience, a strong body tends to think strong thoughts. So if you do have a healthy and strong body, you tend to actually think stronger thoughts and more secure, stoic thoughts. But if all of your life it is dependent on your mind to be positive and motivated and everything, your mind doing all the heavy lifting, it's very hard. But if you kind of do the physical, you just do something, you go for a walk, it just kind of carries you forward. It helps a lot of other things.
I just feel like if I am fit and I'm going to the gym regularly and I feel fit and good, it really supports my mental stuff.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So everything that I could struggle with food and diet and blah, 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 it all becomes easier when I'm fit and when I work out. Yeah. Have you joined any clubs or groups besides the gym? No. We go to the gym like 5 days a week. And we recently joined a new gym, so a bigger one, which is really cool.
A newer one, newer equipment.
Yeah, newer and bigger.
Especially, like the one we were at before was okay, but it was more of a boxing gym, really old equipment. Like for a guy, it's good, but kind of the people there are kind of, the boxing crowd is just very, very kind of, I don't know, a lot of people going there in their flip-flops and slippers and Crocs and throwing shit around. It's kind of like they go there and it's their own bedroom. Whereas this one's very much like a security pass, no sneakers, no gym. Like it's very clean and very organized, a lot of machines. In the old one, there was like only two squat racks, and you like doing squats a fair bit.
Yeah.
And there was only two really usable ones, one really old one, whereas this one's got like 10.
Yeah, that's the reason why we switched, because I saw a commercial with the 10 squat racks in a row, and they have like the colored weights, you know? And that's why I was like, oh my God, we have to go check it out. Because I love squatting. Yeah.
And it's cheaper. So our old gym was worse quality, older machines. Crowd was very seedy. And this one is a lot more like a pedestrian crowd, like the people you'd see at the supermarket and just normal people. So, yeah, this one's, I like this one. This one's good.
Yeah.
Still getting used to the machines though. There's so many. Like walking past and go, oh, that one's for back, or that one, oh, I've got to keep that one in mind.
The only thing I have to get used to with this gym is that, because this gym is big, but it's basically just like one big square. So with the other gym, there used to be more like nooks and crannies where you could go do your workout. And with this one, it's like there's nowhere to hide. And sometimes, you know, the weight area at the mirror, right? Sometimes if it's like kind of busy there, it kind of feels like everyone's watching you because it's just one big square. So that's something I have to get used to. But yeah. But if I'm squatting, I'm always fine because I'm facing the mirror and like nobody else exists when I'm squatting. So it's fun. Yesterday I did my new personal best and I hit 60 kilos. So I'm like squatting my own weight almost. That's really cool. Oh, I am an Australian citizen. I got the last approval or whatever, like 2 months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago.
A few months ago. Yeah, so I'm all done with the visa stuff.
Yeah, she was waiting on that final citizenship. Did you get your citizenship or did you just get your permanent visa?
Oh, yeah, permanent visa, I mean.
Yeah, not citizenship.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a permanent
but you haven't actually gone for citizenship. You haven't done the test to become a citizen of Australia yet, yeah.
No, I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know. As long as I can live here, I'm guessing that's fine. I don't know. So yeah, but I can stay, so it's all good.
Yeah, what have I let go of this year? Well, again, we talked about the channel. I'm continually letting go of the external validating pressure of having to upload for everyone else, and don't let your channel die. Your views aren't big. You need to make the same videos because this video didn't perform well. When you go on analytics, when you look at the back end of your channel, YouTube gives you stats on how your last video did and how it performed, and you're always in the back of your mind thinking, well, this video didn't do as well as the last one. Maybe I should make the last video again and keep up, and I've got to do this. And it's just letting go of the expectations of online and just enjoying it. I'm going to continue to do that.
Do you feel like you're better at that now? Like you've let most of that go?
Yeah, well, it's the last year. It's kind of like the stoic ability to sit in a hot frying pan. You know, the hot frying pan is like, come on, do a video, upload this. You got to do this. This is popular. They want to hear this. If you don't put a video out this week, they're going to forget about you and you're going to drift away slowly. And it's like, no, I don't want to drift away. All my friends, you know.
I think it was also really good that this past year you haven't done that much with your channel. But I think that was actually really good for you. Because sometimes you have to step away from it for a while to kind of like reevaluate, and then you can go back into it.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, in private, you talk about what the right things are, but then in your life, you keep doing the old habits and you keep like tripping over. And this is kind of like a conscious thing of like, no, keep standing up, don't trip. Like it's easy to kind of go on autopilot and trip and fall back into the old patterns. So this year as well, my channel, I never watched much kind of manosphere stuff to begin with, because the guys that I used to talk with and get along with, they're no longer around. They're doing other stuff. No one's producing that old, more mature manosphere content. Now it's all kind of like pickup artist, very young kind of girls and guys dating, clubbing kind of shit, you know? And so it's not interesting to me. So now I'm watching just what I want to watch. So my feed now on my YouTube homepage isn't any of the stuff from a few years ago. All of it is my interest now, which is really good. And also I've started to have conversations with people not in the space. Like I had a conversation last week with someone who just does vlogs and talks about cameras last week and just all the things I'm into. And yeah, I love talking about life, but in the Red Pill Manosphere space, I feel like they just can't, even if they want to talk about men and women, they don't talk like just a normal person. You know, you meet them at a party and they're like, oh yeah, I noticed this as well. Yeah, what's up with this? And it's like a real conversation now. But those guys in the red pill space, they just kind of talk from like a rule book. They talk with the same words and sentences, and they talk about the same stats and things. And I just want to talk with real people. And I found this year I'm really enjoying watching real people, having conversations with real people. I'm connecting with people that have just got vlog channels, or they talk about cameras and stuff. But when we get together and talk on Discord or talk on stream or something in private or have a conversation, I'm connecting with new people, and we're still talking about life. You gonna sneeze?
No, I stopped it.
We're still. It's almost like it's refreshing because I'm still talking about everyday life and relationships, but I'm talking with someone who hasn't been kind of indoctrinated in that space, and so they're still talking to me about men, women, life choices, work. What do I do? Where do I like? You know, and they're talking to me. They haven't been biased by anything, and they're just refreshingly talking from a human point of view. And it's like, oh, awesome. Like I can talk to a real person and their real thoughts, not someone who's been indoctrinated in a sect and all their talking points are coming from what they've been trained to say. You know, it's really, really nice.
I feel like just listening to you talk like this makes me happy that I don't have a channel. Like it sounds exhausting. Like I know you're better with it now, but like even like this whole thing about thinking about everything and how people will respond and what videos you have to make, and it sounds exhausting to me.
Well, think about how you used to talk to yourself about your old patterns, whether it's with food and life and being antisocial and like all that stuff. Imagine still having those conversations. Like I'm pretty sure you don't talk that way about yourself. You're more relaxed. You're less in your own head having these tense conversations with yourself. I was sick of having those conversations online with those same audiences and those same people and watching the same videos. Like, I don't want to talk about that same bullshit anymore. You know, I don't want to have discussions with you because they're just circular.
Yeah, but that's in the past, I feel like. Like, everything you just said, I feel like that's in the past. And I think it's good now, the trajectory that you're on.
But what I wanted to sort of, why I said that is like, you know how you say it's exhausting? It would be as exhausting as you, if you're telling me how you used to be in the past, the discussion you used to have in your own head about diet, food, life, being social. And if you started talking that way, I go, oh man, I'm so glad you're not like that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's an equivalent thing. Like you're not caught up in that anymore, you know?
I think it's just automatically, I get protective of you. So sometimes when you talk about things you used to stress about, I'm like, but you're over it. Let's leave it in the past. That's like an automatic thing because I like the way you are now and you're much more calmer now. Yeah. You want me to have my own channel instead of going your own way? I have always gone my own way. I don't go anyone else's way.
She's been, sometimes you're a bit too, you used to be a lot more selfish like that.
Yeah.
And you just want everything. Like, for instance, like, one good thing is like when you fell in love with me, you selfishly fell in love with me. You didn't want the world, like you didn't care about anything else. You just wanted to be with me, which is nice for me. But then also like everything around us, you kind of pushed everything away.
Yeah.
You know? So it's good in some respects. Like you really know who you are, what you want, and you really don't get pulled by the world and you don't get manipulated by people.
Yeah, I do need a driver. Yeah. But then I'm still going my own way because if he didn't want to drive me, then I would go by bus or something. But yeah, I have changed so much since I've been with you. Yeah, because I have always been kind of selfish. And so with you, I've become a lot more I don't want to go as far as say selfless, but
No,
I've become a lot more kind and understanding, and
I feel like you step back, like you're like this, and you like kind of step back, and you can see a broader picture, and you're not as tense anymore. You're more
yeah.
relaxed, you know.
But I think it's also because, well, obviously because you're my husband and I love you, so that's like, of course I'm going to like put effort in and change things about myself. But it became a lot more easier once I actually also wanted to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the social thing, that's a really good example. Because I've always like, that's been a struggle for me, and like, you know, we've tried to like compromise and stuff, but it was always like I was grinding to try to make progress because like I didn't really want to, and I felt like I was just doing it for you. But then since the start of this year, I actually wanted to as well, and that's why I've made such a huge growth spurt with that.
I think, like you said, when we visited your family, you sat back and you observed your sister and your mum, and then you looked at your own life and you go like, why am I holding on so tight? Why can't I just enjoy things? Why do I need to?
Yeah.
You know, I want some of this. I want to relax and have fun and smile and
Yeah. Yeah.
too much because you love control. Like you're a bit of a control freak. Learning to let go of so much control.
Yeah.
See what I mean about like when you let go of all this ridiculous control, you end up having more control over your life. Like it's more fun.
Yeah.
But we think, oh, the more I can control every single aspect, life will be really happy and I'll always have a smile on my face. But it works in opposite.
Yeah.
You're more grumpy because you're always like hyper vigilant, controlling every little corner of everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, let stuff go. You're happier.
But I feel like I can become more flexible and let go of control more when I feel like, this is going to sound counterintuitive, but when I feel like my life is in control. So like when my diet's good, I'm happy with my body, fitness is going well. If that's all going well, then I can relax a lot more. And I've really noticed that this year. So yeah. But it is true that at the same time, like I noticed that with diet, if I'm a little bit more flexible, it goes well. And then also with being social, if you let go, be a little bit more flexible, it feels better. But yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah. Look, a lot of people don't talk about this, but some days you're just in a more tense and grumpy mood, right? And it's harder to control your emotions, sometimes impossible. And then you start micromanaging and trying to control everything and frustrating yourself. Other days, for no reason at all, you feel really relaxed, you feel calm, and it's really easy not to sweat the small stuff, right? So there's that too. So you can plan to be in complete control, and on a good day, it's easier to feel in control of everything. But on days when you feel really nervous and tense for no reason, you're in a grey mood, depressed mood, anxious mood, and then you're pissed off because you are anxious and you don't know why, it just adds to it.
Yeah, but I think there are two things that kind of balance it. Like, I do think you need to try to control as much that is in your control so that you have a good life and you feel good.
Sensibly, yeah.
Yeah. And then the rest that you can't control, be more flexible with that. But you can't just sit back and go, I don't have any control over anything. Whatever happens, happens. Like, obviously, that's not good.
Yeah, I think I've noticed you've become better this year in terms of like what you've let go of is your reaction to things that would have affected you more negatively in the past. You have a better reaction to things. So it's all well and good to want to control things and, you know, you plan things and you're a goal-oriented person. Your ability when things don't exactly go the way you want to kind of bounce back and look at it and go, well, you look at it realistically or you react to it in a healthier, more sensible way to allow yourself to get back in the saddle and get back on track rather than kind of keep obsessing over things not going exactly as planned and wasting days on that.
Okay. Oh, that's a really nice message that she wrote.
Peg's always very positive and good about stuff.
Yeah, it's been fun. Our YouTube streams. It's just like having a chat with people that like.
Steph never has a problem with sleep though. But one thing you said to me, you had problems with sleep before you came here. But was that only because of...
That was because of our situation, because I was so frustrated that I couldn't move to Australia earlier.
And that's why you couldn't sleep?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So before you met me, you slept okay?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't have a problem with sleep.
No, I don't have a problem with sleep.
No, like that's like easy. That's something you'll never have to work on.
No. No, I always go to bed pretty early, and I wake up very early too. Sometimes I wake up too early, but...
But you never have a problem like even going to bed is like 100% positive and relaxing and calming, and you rarely go to bed and have like insomnia, like getting up and things.
Yeah, that's rare, yeah.
Probably happens more with me than you, but even I don't have that problem much.
I want him to change his sleeping pattern though, because I don't think it's healthy.
I go to bed kind of late, but you crash very early sometimes. Sometimes you kind of go 8:30, 9, you go to bed, and you're like, I'm tired, I can't keep my eyes open. And it's a little bit too early for me, because I know if I go to bed that early, I'm going to just lay awake and I won't be able to get to sleep, and I'm going to be lying in bed for hours. So I'd rather...
but that's because you have this clock. You have to change your clock, and then that will adjust.
Yeah.
But you don't have to go to bed that early, obviously. Like,
I've been better lately.
But I noticed that in the morning, because you sleep in so long, and then for the next few hours, sometimes even the whole day, you're like kind of foggy. Because I noticed that too. If I sleep in for too long, which is like not long at all, but if I do, then I'm like very foggy for a while. And I noticed that you have that sometimes. That's why I think that. Yeah.
True. Like I want to get my sleeping pattern better. I think everyone, even though I'm naturally a night owl, it's just very easy to be a night owl and just like keep extending it. But then you keep suffering the next day because you're foggy. I don't do the things as efficiently. I don't focus as much. So yeah, anyway, but that's true.
We have a few messages. I'll go up first.
Let go of your clock. What is this?
You know how you see couples and think, why is he with her or why is she with him? I don't get that with you two. You seem to be equal SMV levels.
SMV. Sexual market value, I think.
Really?
I think that's a manosphere red pill term.
So you're saying we're equally hot?
No, like, we're a match. See, that's another example of manosphere language. I'm not sort of saying anything against you. When I was in it, I know exactly what it means. But when you're talking to someone, you have to explain rather than saying compatibility levels.
No, but sexual market value, that's like how hot you are.
Yeah, but also for a guy, like my status, like objectively as a guy, I'm a match for objectively as a girl for you, how we talk, how we connect, but it's not accurate, but that's the shorthand where, oh, you're a match. You're like, what's your SMV? What's her SMV?
That's so cringy.
Yeah, I know.
My God, this whole manosphere stuff is like cringy.
Yeah, when people say hypergamy, and someone who's not in that space, it's like, what is that? You have to explain it to them. And people think, well, I'm smart, I have to explain a complicated term to them. It's like, you're not smart because you have to explain your little sect language to someone. Yeah. It's like someone from a religion trying to have a conversation with a person in the street, and the religious person quotes something from their Bible, and they think they're smart because they know it, and the other person doesn't. It's like, you're not smart because the person should be able to understand what you're thinking by talking normally. If you have to use special language and explain yourself, you're not communicating properly.
Yeah. This actually makes me think of something that I heard in a video, and that I then thought about our marriage. Like why our marriage is good. Remember? And in the video, this guy, he said, the key to the reason why relationships or marriages break up is not because they fall out of love with each other or because of one thing. It's because of like thousands of little moments where they don't repair something, you know? So we have like a discussion and then we don't talk it out, or something bothers us and then we don't say it and we don't talk about it.
You sweep it under the carpet, you ignore
Yeah,
it.
and that just keeps happening and happening. And then for years it builds up and then you break up, you know? And I think that that's something that we have that's really good, is that we repair everything right away. That's also like something autistic that I have. Like I can't let things go if it's not good. So if something's a little bit off, I always need to talk about it and fix it right away. So I think that also contributes to like the success of our marriage, I guess.
Yeah, that was one thing that was really positive when I met you, because I had the residue of the Western dating scene and the way girls play games. And I was avoidant in certain ways. And the way you date in the West is also very avoidant. So you do avoid topics, you avoid resolving things. It's like, but women are just like that. You roll your eyes. Men are just like that. And you never go, hang on, no. That's not an excuse. Let's resolve this. And so we can smile and we've both on the same page. We can leave it behind because we know how we both feel about it. And so there's a lot of this avoidant, and that's just the way men and women, that's how relationships are. You just roll your eyes and you stop talking about it so you don't have conflict. But it's like, no, you don't have conflict because you put it in the spotlight and you resolve it. And so you're both back on the same page of understanding. And then when we let it go, I feel completely comfortable that you and I know where we both stand on it, and I don't have the ghost of that topic that I have to avoid or whatever. I don't have to think, well, oh no, I've got to worry. I hope we never come on that topic again. Or if we're at a party and someone mentions that topic that we fought about, it's like, don't talk to us about that. I don't want to be that way anymore.
I think when that happens in your relationship, that's like completely like on both of you. It's not like on one person, it's on both of you. Because even if you have one partner who doesn't want to talk about things, for example, you need to stop that, right? Like you need to like confront that and like not continue until it's resolved. So if that keeps happening, you can't point the finger at your partner because you're both either doing it or allowing it. So
one of you is ignoring it. I told you about my last ex where she would always shut me down whenever I was curious about her past and her past relationships. I wanted to know her, like what she'd learned, who she was. But she was always like, no, I don't want to talk about that. That's the past. Like, and she would accuse me, oh, Bobby, you're still hung up on that. You still have a lot of work to do. I don't want to. I want to move forward. I want to be happy. I get it, but if I find something important and I want to talk about it, or I have a problem, and you're saying, yeah, not me, you can deal with that on your own, or that's cringe or whatever, you both got to get on the same page. Like you can't just be selfish like, well, this is how I think about it and I don't care what you're going through. Deal with it on your own, or let's ignore this topic because I'm not interested. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. Let go of manosphere lingo. Breakups, bagels. I like bagels.
I haven't seen you. Oh, yes, I think
we used to have this place in Holland, Bagels and Beans, and I went there with my girlfriends. Sometimes it's nice.
Let go of breakups. Yeah, the manosphere is good if you're a guy that's completely lost, to be able to calibrate yourself, to have a bit of confidence, to stand up and not be walked all over. And I think feminists kind of do that initially. Like if you're a girl that's being quiet, being walked all over, you don't have boundaries, you get a voice through a bunch of feminists who are tired of not having a voice and whatever. But after that initial thing, you have to, again, go back into the world and not be a brat, not be like a mean person, but go back with the confidence that you can speak for yourself, but not speak from the group.
I think that the problem with relationships is maybe not even the other person. It's just like about self-respect. I feel like people let others do stuff to them that they shouldn't tolerate. You know, like if everyone just respected themselves and was direct,
Yeah, but you naturally have that, babe. You've got that benefit. You've always been wired to speak your mind, protect yourself. You don't need to develop boundaries. You had to learn to relax a bit because, like, you don't let people take advantage of you. You don't get pushed around.
Not
You're
in relationships. With friendships, I do. I have
yeah,
struggled with that a bit. But in relationships, no, that's easy.
yeah. But most men and women, especially men, but women as well, that's where they get walked all over. In most other parts of their lives, they're pretty good, if not really good.
Mm.
And romantic relationships is where they really get used like a doormat.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah,
I've never gotten that.
you're lucky. You're wired differently than most people.
I just feel like because with relationships, I've just always felt like that's like optional. Like I'm good, and that's something that's fun, and it can add to my life, but it's optional. Like I don't have to be there. So if they like mess around or like
Yeah, you go. I don't need this.
I don't need this, like what's
Yeah,
happening here,
yeah.
you know? So I leave. And I don't get that people just like have their partner walk all over them and then they stay. I just don't get that. I get it way more with friendships because that's so hard to find, you know? And I've been in a friendship where we really had a good connection, but then there was also stuff that was off. And then I tolerate and I try to work on it and I give more and more chances, way more than I should. But it's because I care so much about this connection because it's so rare.
We've said this before. When you are in like with a best friend or you're with a good friend, you act like someone who's in love.
Yeah.
You have problems letting go and you need closure and stuff. Whereas it might be a guy-girl thing. It might be because women are very catty and it's very hard for women to actually find a good friend. Men aren't that way. We find friends fairly easily. Like we get along with each other. We don't backstab. We don't.
I think it's also because relationships, like me and a relationship with the man doesn't say anything about me or who I am or what I'm worth. That's separate. But I feel like with friendships, if I go into a friendship with a girl that I like, I feel like that says something about my self-worth. Like if she likes me and if we are friends, I feel better. It's connected to my self-worth in a way. That's not good, but that's why that's way more intense for me.
That's how guys feel when they get together with girls as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A lot of guys feel that way as well. Self-worth and whatever. They're nervous. Whether they consciously feel, they don't like feeling that way. It's not good, but that's how guys feel. So a woman is the underlying factor. A woman makes the other person feel self-conscious, whether you're a guy or a girl.
Yeah, that's interesting.
With friendships, though, guys, we do friendships pretty easily, unless the other person's obviously an idiot. And we can walk away pretty easily. It doesn't affect us. We can stand up for ourselves with friends a lot easier. But guys, when it comes to another girl, they give second, third chances. They make excuses for the other person. And like you said, like you with another girl, a friendship, you know, there's something about wanting the approval of a female. Maybe it's biologically wired in nature. I don't know. But
yeah, maybe it is biological because I feel like with a man, like if he doesn't want me or he doesn't want me anymore, that's just like very simple. Like, okay, he's not attracted to me like sexually maybe or whatever. That's fine. That's like black and white. But if a girl doesn't like me or doesn't want to be friends with me anymore, that's because of like my personality. That's because of like who I am. You know, like that's way heavier and more serious or something. I don't know. That's just the way I have always experienced it.
Well.
Let go of bro-ships.
What's something else about this year?
Oh, yeah. Should I talk about the religion thing?
Oh, if you want to, you're not as
Yeah, I used to always be very almost aggressive towards religion.
Whenever I brought it up,
Yeah.
she was like, she had the fists up.
Yeah, and there was a moment this year where I kind of realized how aggressive I was being. And that kind of made me like soften up a bit. And now I feel like I'm still, what's the word?
You're not like converted. You're
No, what's like, not the atheist, but the other one?
agnostic.
Agnostic. I'm still agnostic, but I feel like I've kind of let go of that like aggression that I had, that like hyper negativity towards religion. So now I'm just like, live and let live. I can see the benefits of a religion. I still don't know if it's true or not, but I don't, because I was kind of shocked by like the aggression that I had towards it, that I started questioning why I was carrying all of that with me.
Yeah, because
And
whenever I would bring it up, I'm always very much, I'm much more sympathetic towards religion, and I actually believe in God more than you do. You know, to the extent I believe there's something greater and whatever, whether or not you visualize it as like a bearded man in the sky, you know, but I was always more sympathetic, and I was never you're not sure, and even if I brought religion up and I'd say, well, look at the benefits, look at people who are more the Christians or Catholics, they tend to be nicer people, they have a better life for the most part, you know, and all this. But as soon as I mention it, you're like, yeah, stupid. I don't like it. They're dumb. It's not real. It's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And you kind of, I think you caught yourself and you go, why am I being, if I'm talking in a realistic, positive way about someone who's Christian or believes in God, unless it's something that's obviously like ridiculous or whatever, why automatically attack the person, you know? Like, well, why do we need to be negative on someone who actually is a good person and their belief makes their life good, you know?
I think it just always really bothered me that everyone is just like religious and like believing in God, but like no one knows if it's true. And I think that always really bothered me, you know, that it's like not proven. And that's where I think that aggression came from. Yeah, but I've kind of just like, I've kind of just let it go. Like,
yeah.
People believe what they believe, and that's fine. And yeah.
For me, it's if it actually makes your life better, as long as it doesn't make your life and the people around you make things worse and you're bullying people and whatever. If it makes your life better, who is it? Who am I or anyone else to tell you and make fun of your beliefs? Like if it actually adds value to your life, who cares? Good for you. Keep doing it. And why do I need to convince you of? Because a lot of people online, I'm skeptical of people who are 100% certain on things. And you look at their life, they're not always happy. It's like, well, even if you're certain on things, how come you're pissed off all the time? And same with the manosphere stuff. They're so certain about everything, and their lives are not fixed in those areas. They're more frustrated. And to them, it's like, well, because I'm so clear and I know 100% accuracy, that's why I'm pissed off, because the world's so shit and I know everything is. It's like, well, if you've solved it all and you know everything, you should be more zen, but you're not. You're the opposite. And whereas people where you go, well, your beliefs are stupid because you can't prove it. Doesn't matter if I can prove it. If the quality of my life's better.
But it is really, you have to really be aware that people hold on to beliefs that they have for so long. Like with me, I'm not social, I don't like being social. I've had that belief for like most of my life. And I'm still not super social, like I'm still pretty introverted. But like it's like limiting. And then I guess I just started asking myself, well, do I still want to be this person, or do I want to like change a bit and open up more, you know? Same with this religion thing. Like, why? I just started like questioning, like, why am I having all this hate inside of me, like for no reason? Like, no one cares whether I'm religious or not, you know? So I just kind of like chose to kind of let it go, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's dangerous. Like, just sticking to a belief that you have about yourself, because it can really limit you in your life. So
it's worse because it becomes an identity.
Yeah. And then we want to stay consistent with that identity that we have. But sometimes you really need to question, am I still this? Do I really want to stay this person? Wouldn't it be better for my life if I changed a little bit?
Yeah. Well,
you know?
And also, What am I so afraid of? I can always go back. Why am I so afraid of being more sympathetic to religion? Or in my case before with the content I made, like why am I so afraid to try something else? If it doesn't work, I can always go back. Like I'm not throwing away the sympathy and my beliefs. Like I still don't hate them. Why can't I add more beliefs? Why can't I sharpen my point of view? And if I see something that's true that forces me, you know what, now I have to let go of something, why am I afraid of that? If it's going to make my life better, why am I afraid of letting go? I know we like being loyal. I don't want to throw away my old loyal identity, but maybe your better life, your new identity is you're never letting it come about because you're just dragging an old dead corpse around that you're proud of, that you want to be loyal to, but it's dead.
Yeah.
And like me with the topics I talked about, like, no, I've got pride, I'm loyal, you know, I don't contradict myself. Like I respect the old me and I want to be consistent. It's like, consistent what? It's dead. Like you want to hold on to this new thing, but no, it's more important to be loyal to yesterday. Why? Like I'm not doing anything bad. Like,
Yeah.
It's interesting, but you have to be self-aware enough to ask those questions like you did. Why am I so angry? Why does, when Bobby starts talking positively in a direction like a conversation about religion, you're ready to shut it down and you want to like burn it and stamp it out? It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, I love to like self-reflect and evaluate and ask questions about the way that I am. And I'm always like trying to improve myself and stuff. And it's hard, right? Like it can really be a struggle to change things about yourself for the better. And sometimes I just wonder, like, there are people that are like me, but there are also people that are not like me, that never self-reflect, never think about these things, never ask themselves these questions. And I'm just like, wow, how do you have any chance of like changing for the better?
Well,
Because you never think about these things.
Well, there are a lot of people online who stay trolls in the comment section, who break down, who get frustrated at the government. They feel this frustrated powerlessness online, and they just get together with other groups of people who want to be angry as well. Like at some point, you've got to say, I'm sick of this. Like, I'm starting to dislike the company of all these people and all these people that think the same way. Like, I can't talk any differently. I want to explore different other areas of life. I want to grow. I want to, you know, get older and have different, but I can't. Like, I don't want to let go. Like, you've got to yourself, when you start noticing, like, how about this? And what if I read this book? Or what if I look at this? Or I'm tired of watching the same movies. How about there's a movie I've always been interested in, but I just don't let myself watch it. Like, but you're held back by your past identity or your loyalty to yesterday's group, or it's kind of a bit stupid. You got to say to yourself, I'm not letting go of what I believed in unless I might discover something that changes my belief. Am I afraid of that? Why am I afraid if I find something that makes me come alive and gives me new answers and helps me see, this is what I've been waiting for. I feel alive now. I have to let go of the past. Like, you're afraid of changing.
Yeah, but it's hard to have that thought.
Well, that's real. Like, do you want to continue to feel dead and grey? Or do you want to feel as alive as you did 10 years ago when you found that belief that you're holding on to? Do you want to feel as equally as alive and be reborn again now when you aren't afraid to kind of investigate new things?
That's true. But what I mean is, in order to have those questions pop up in your mind, for a lot of people that doesn't happen. They might see a video by accident or go to a seminar, and then someone might ask them a question that will make them think about their lives. But like in their own day-to-day life, they might not think about all these self-reflective questions. That's what I mean.
Well, if you stay watching the same videos and thinking the same thoughts and identifying your character in the same way, you won't.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to be kind of lucky in a way.
Right time, right place.
That you get to actually ask yourself something like that. To realize it, yeah.
You go to a party and accidentally you talk to someone who really, at the right time, you're a bit more relaxed and open, and they say something that really kind of hits you and go, fuck, yeah.
Yeah. Armored Ghost is really on a roll. Let go of all dead corpses. What do you mean?
Yeah, Armored Ghost, just
Hmm?
in a, he's just like comment after comment after comment. Say the sentence. He's like a person playing Tekken, and he's just like hitting the same button, punch, punch, punch,
Yeah.
punch, 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 punch.
I used to play Tekken with my brother when I was younger.
I'm hitting your feet. Playing footsies. Do you have that saying in Holland? Playing footsies?
I don't know. I don't
All right.
think so.
All right, people are watching. How long have we been on the stream? For an hour.
Perhaps people don't care to reflect in fear of what they may see or discover. Yes.
That's what I said.
Yes. I know a person like that. Yeah.
Is that person in the mirror?
We're not going to say who that... No, it's not me, but
Oh.
we're not going to say who it is. But yeah, I think a lot of people are like that. Mm.
All right, what other things do we want to talk about 2025?
Let's talk about... Well, you've already... No, yeah, creativity. Not YouTube, but...
In general?
How happy are you with... Well, for you, that would be drawing and comics. How
Yeah.
happy are you with how that went this year?
Well, I've been tinkering and playing and exploring a fair bit this year with topics, what I want to upload, videos I want to make. But mostly I've been getting back into the drawing this year and getting back into comic books.
No, they finally got my sneeze on camera.
You got kung fu sneeze.
My sneeze is so loud. I should have done it in a microphone.
Like whenever you sneeze, just do this.
I can't because I'm sneezing.
Is it you can't sneeze with your eyes open, can you? Or you can't. There's something about it. Anyway.
I don't know. I have to try next time.
Yeah, creativity is being good. I've been exploring a lot and stoically
Thank you.
allowing myself to feel the old me be frustrated and kind of die and accept, but also reinvigorated by my art and stuff. Because I've missed drawing. I used to draw a lot.
But how happy are you with your drawing this past year, like your creativity?
With drawing, I'm very happy because I haven't really been doing it for the last 7 to 10 years. I've drawn here and there, and whenever I draw, it reminds me that's really my talent and my, in a cringe word, purpose.
In a cringe worth?
In a cringe word, my purpose.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
It's a cringe way of saying it. But whenever I pick up a pencil and draw, it's very meditative. I feel at home. And whenever I do pick it up, it's not a struggle. It just gives me answers. It makes me relax.
Mm.
You know, it's really nice. And I've left it on the shelf because I think, yeah, it's always there and I can always come back to it.
Mm.
But I've been struggling with online stuff and what videos and creativity online. And that doesn't come naturally to me. But drawing, comic books and stories do come naturally to me. So it's been really good this year, getting back into it.
Yeah. So what do you want to... What's your goal for next year in terms of creativity?
Miss goal-oriented person.
I know. Yeah.
My goal is... I'm more process-oriented than goal-oriented, but my process will lead to goals. Like I make little mini goals because I want to do something in my process. But in the next year, I want to finish an old story as a way to get back to drawing more regularly and blowing the cobwebs off the drawing muscles.
But that's the goal.
Yeah.
To finish an old story.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this year I haven't been creative at all because I haven't written at all this year.
Didn't you finish a book this year, or was that last year?
That was last year. Last year I finished a novel, published it, and this year I haven't done anything. But that's fine because I like rediscovered the gym this year, so that's been like my obsession.
She's like she can't multitask. She's like...
I really like not having like a project for a while now. I like just being able to focus on the gym and just like fucking watch The Bachelor on the couch. Like,
do you like the idea of because you write and that's your easy creative space, do you like the idea that, say later you want to take a break from The Bachelor or whatever, you've always got your writing there as a comfortable personal thing, you can always obsess over it for 6 months and write a book or something? Do you like the idea of having it there? Or don't you think about it that way?
I don't think about it that way. No, because writing is more something that I have to be in the mood for. Like I always have phases when I write. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I don't really think of it as, oh, if I'm in a period where I don't really have much to do, I know that I can always write. Like that's true in a way, but I don't really think of it like that because it's not necessarily something I can like turn on and off.
Yeah, you need to be inspired.
Yeah, like I could still write if I had to, but yeah, because it's just a hobby, I like that I can just choose to do it when I really feel like it. Yeah. I remember what you said about purpose just now, that we once talked about doing a stream or a video about purpose. Like,
yeah,
like when
vaguely.
people say, "Oh, what's your purpose?" I feel like that's like so cringy to say. I don't know.
Well, to me, it's more about motivation. What's the thing that gets you up, and what is the thing you always want to do that's effortless, but you never do because you procrastinate? That's probably your purpose.
Yeah, but I think it's more about the word purpose itself.
Yeah, it's become a buzzword, like a productivity hustle buzzword.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's about like the meaning of the word purpose. Because when you say, this is my purpose,
like, why am I here?
You are kind of saying that like there's this higher power and that you're supposed to be doing this because of this higher power. That's why I don't like it. But that's probably because I don't believe in something like that.
I think, practically speaking, your purpose is the thing you always think about, procrastinate at, or you have some talent in and you want to do, but you just never do it and you're lazy and whatever. It's what you would like to do every day, or you're just lazy about it, or what you're good at. It's not that complicated, but people make it complicated. Like they give it that meaning. The universe, like what is you are programmed, and when you're born, that's the thing you're supposed to do, and you just need to.
I don't think I believe in it at all. I think that the only thing you could say that is our purpose is for human beings to like multiply. I don't like anything that anyone chooses to do is just like things they choose to do based on talents that they have, things that they like. That's just what you choose to do. I don't believe it's like your purpose and that there's like this higher power that's wanting you to do something.
Objectively, yeah. Our purpose as human beings is to reproduce. Anything else is like a subjective distraction.
Yeah.
Like whatever, how do you want to, like you don't have kids now you've got some free time. What do you want to do? That's your purpose. Do it. How do I know it's the right one? Who cares? There's no right. There's no answers. There's just a choice. What do you want to do now? Yeah,
because like if I believed that I would say, oh, it was my purpose to become a teacher because I've always wanted to be a teacher ever since I was a toddler. But like it's not my purpose. It's just something that I've always wanted to do and now I'm doing it. Like that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know why. I think people just want to believe things sometimes, even if there's no evidence.
What's this question? When did our motivation dip and why?
About creativity, I guess.
Well, I told you mine. Mine was the expectations I felt that I had because of YouTube, what other people wanted me to make. If I was changing, I felt guilty, so I'd start making previous kind of styled content. So my motivation dips when I'm not attending to what I really believe in and what I want to do. When I'm doing things for everyone else but not myself, then my motivation dips.
Yeah. What did we do better as a couple this year? I feel like this is really me. I feel like because of all the changes and growth I've gone through this year, I've become much more stable and calm.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
And
Objectively, it's not to say that I think I'm great, but I think objectively you even wanted to work on a lot of stuff. That, for instance, both of us, we were happily single before we met each other, but now that we're together, I think I had less things that got in the way of being a selfish single person than you did. And so when we got together, you had to kind of like...
Could you say that again?
We were both single in our own ways before we met each other. And we were happily single. We could be on our own, whatever. But when we got together and we wanted to be together, a lot of my past single personality and my quirks and things, they didn't get in the way of us, whereas yours did.
Yeah.
And so you had to work to kind of get rid of those, stop holding on too tight. We talked about identity. You thought you were this person. I'm not social. I don't want to do this. Like you had to alleviate a lot of those and work on those. So it's not, I'm saying I'm great. I just didn't have a lot of walls and things you needed to kind of cut away, get rid of. And
you didn't have a lot of characteristics or habits that would kind of get in the way of our relationship, and I did.
Yeah, they didn't work against a good relationship. You had a lot of stuff that worked against us being as and now it's like a lot better. Not that there were any problems between us. It was always great. It was kind of like as soon as the world kind of touched our relationship or things we had to do or accommodate, you were like so close and focused on me, and not even us as much, but like just me. And then like you learn to kind of see the bigger picture and get out of your own way and stuff.
Yeah, that took me a while.
Yeah. And as always, everyone's always working on it their whole life. No one's ever perfect. What did we communicate more or less?
I would say equal. We always communicate.
Yeah, we've never had a communication problem. We do come up with stuff that we have to talk about, but our go-to, I think we've always had a healthy go-to of, like we said, resolving things. We never go to bed angry.
I also think that our communication has improved in a way that I feel like sometimes when we would talk about certain topics, I would be very autistic about it and then like challenge you on certain things that you'd said. And then sometimes I would take it too seriously and then it would become like a bit awkward. And I feel like I'm better at that as well. Like I'm more relaxed and whenever we have like discussions or we're talking about serious topics.
You, this year, you've also broadened like the stuff you watch, where you get your information from as well. So I've noticed like she's sort of read a bit about stoicism and like working on parts of like being a bit more stoic and even-handed and fair about things instead of like single-minded when you reflect on what someone says or someone's opinion. With you, it was just like, no, there's just one way of seeing things and you hold tight. So you've relaxed and you can see, you've learned to react and process information a lot more.
But I think that was not something I did on purpose. That was a result of me relaxing with other things, like being better at being social, feeling in control of my fitness. And all of that has made me more relaxed and stable and happy. And then that also, it trickles down into everything, even in like discussions and conversations. So I think that was actually like a result of me working on other things.
So if you focused on, say, being a different kind of social person, a calmer, more relaxed social person, then when another situation came in, like say fitness or diet or school, you would be like, hang on, let me be that same person in this situation. Let me have the same attitude in that situation as well. So say you work on being a slightly different person, a better person socially, then when you're at school, you remember to kind of be a bit more like that there, and then be a bit more like that at the gym, and then be a bit more like that.
Yeah, that too. I feel like that's a little bit different, but that's true. Like being social at work, for example, that helps me because that trickles into then being social with your family, which then goes well. And that then trickles back into me being social at work. So it works like in both places. That's true as well. But I think what I was saying is more so, if I feel good with, it's really all about diet and fitness for me. That's like the main thing that's gonna dictate what the rest of my life is like and how I feel. And that's just like, I'm not saying that's good or anything, but that's just the truth. Like if I'm like 80 kilos, I'm gonna feel like crap, and that's gonna trickle down everywhere into my whole life, you know? And that's gonna make me like rigid and not very flexible, because I'm not in control. So I don't want anything from the outside coming in. I don't want distractions. I don't want to be social, because I need to fix this first, you know? And that's kind of the mindset I was in before. Not that I weighed 80 kilos, but then if I'm like at a weight where I feel good, you know, then I feel relaxed, and then I actually have room for outside things to come in. So that's kind of how I work. So yeah, my body really dictates how I feel, I guess.
Well, in some ways, it's understandable, because a lot of people say, "Oh, you shouldn't worry about that. That's not important. How you feel. People don't judge you." Yeah, but you can't help how you feel, because I think about when I was very young, I had a lot of acne, and so when you know you're not comfortable with a part of your appearance, whatever, it just affects everything else. You can't just say, "Well, let me ignore that and let me just be me in front of it." Oh, but I can't. You know, it's kind of like someone saying, well, just have a conversation where I put loud music on to 10 that like drowns out everything else. So your appearance sometimes, if you can get it out of the way where you know you're good and you can ignore it, like you know you're good, you're in a weight range, you're like your health, you're going to the gym, that's taken care of, then it's like it reduces the anxiety of that thing. It becomes so small, then your personality can just enjoy life. But when your appearance and stuff is like negative and big, it's like a big elephant in the room, and you can't pretend to ignore it. You've got to reduce the size of it so you can feel good, and it's like it's tiny and it doesn't bother you anymore.
Yeah, and it may not be good, but like as other people, you can only really say, well, I know that you feel like that, but just know that I don't think that about you, and I think this positive thing about you. Just know that, like, but don't like invalidate what they're feeling, because it doesn't matter what you say, you know. And I feel like I would need a few more lifetimes to maybe like shake this, but that's just how it is.
What's a mindset you're leaving behind?
That I'm not social, but I've already left that behind.
Any other mindset that you might automatically in the situation like go to, that you're conscious of, like when it pops up you go, no, I'm not going to react that way?
I feel like if I had more time to think about this, I could come up with a few things. But I guess one thing I want to get better at is the mindset around like food and cheat days and eating a bit too much, that kind of thing. I want to get better at that, I guess. Yeah.
And that's good for you as well as you get older, because your body's going to change. Your metabolism will slow down.
I don't want to even talk about that, but that's not going to happen to me. No, but I think being able to deal better with when I go off track for a little bit, to be able to deal with that in a better way mentally, and not like, because I always like feel like crap after, and I want to like get better at that, I guess. Yeah. Ted is asking about my book, but I don't think we wanted to share that, right?
Yeah, I don't know. You don't have to share if you don't want. She just kind of publishes them for herself.
I don't mind if people know that, but like I've got his last name, and I don't think he wants people to know.
I guess it's not a big deal. You can find her on you've got all your books on Amazon.
Yeah.
Go search for them. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, you've got my last name on the book.
Yeah, so maybe we should talk about that later.
Yeah, let us have a think about it. But yeah, how many books have you published now? 5?
On Amazon 4.
I thought it was 5.
No, 4 on Amazon.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah,
got
yeah,
like
yeah.
a few others, but they're
A long time ago.
yeah.
What other points do we want to? Because we've been going for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
All right, let's see. Maybe a few about next year. What do you want more of next year? That's a good question. Because we've had a really good year this year. So what do we want for next year?
Yeah, I want, if we could replicate this year, next year, I'd be very happy. The only thing I want more of is in my personal projects. That's the only thing. Is I want to be more productive. I want to draw more. I want to publish more and things like that. Because right now I'm tinkering and playing and changing direction and trying different things. This year I want to find my footing on a few things and make progress in directions. But in terms of us and life and everything, I just want this. If it's the same thing, just keep it going and more of that. You know?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, I'm very happy with how things are now, and I just want to keep, like with the gym, I just want to keep enjoying it and just continuing making progress with that. And then with us, I want to continue and focus more on like just quality time and having fun, you know, doing fun things. But I think that's already going well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the biggest thing I want to continue working on is the social thing. You know, to get a better handle on how to be social, like boundaries.
Well, the more you do it, the easier it'll get. Rather than being theoretical about it all the time, because it's never the same than when you do it. Because you know how many times do you think about things, and then we've gone socially, we've done something, and you go, you know, that was no big deal. That was so good. Like the reality of actually doing it gives you the clarity of what it is. Like you can't plan it and work it out. You have to actually do it more and more, and then.
Yeah, but I think both are true because for me, like I do need to realize things and think about things. Like obviously, you know what I'm talking about, but I feel like I need to because sometimes I get really excited about being social with certain people and like I would like to have friends and stuff, but sometimes that makes me like want it too much, and I need to like relax more and just like be myself and then just see what happens, you know, and like reciprocate with people, reciprocate to people that show me that they're interested as well. So just like find a bit of a better balance with that. Yeah. So that's, I think, what I want to work on next year as well.
What do you want to protect next year? What do you want to like make sure it doesn't go backwards, or you want to make sure it's? I think we kind of answered it as well. It's kind of like a similar question.
Well, everything that's going so well in our lives now, I want to protect everything. Everything is important, yeah. But I do think what pops up is us mostly. Like we are still first.
Yep,
you know?
Always. And that's one of these things. People think that you find realizations and moments, and there's great moments this year. We kind of, you know, you have those discussions and you feel alive at a level 10. And it's like, yeah, we realize this, we're in love and life is great. You've got to remind yourself sometimes, because like you think, yeah, that was good, set it, forget it. And then you kind of drift off. You just got to, like talking to your partner and always being on the same page, you've got to remind yourself of how good your life is. You've got to keep that kind of, if it was a plant, keep watering it. You can't just let it die or drift off. Yeah. So you just got to keep reminding yourself, like going to the gym, you've just got to keep doing the habits and talking and reminding yourself what's good and keep communicating. Every morning we always naturally, we don't even have to try because we do it. Every morning we have a coffee and sit down and we talk and stuff. And I imagine a lot of other couples, they drift in and out. They only talk if they have to, but we're always connected because we made a habit of it. A lot of stuff we talked about today, people think, well, some couples don't do it or they have to work on it to remind themselves. But yeah, make very good, even if they're simple habits. We still do Monday morning catch-ups and Friday morning catch-ups where every Monday we talk about how did last week go in terms of our own personal projects and lives, and then Fridays we talk about how the marriage has been this last week. And it's not so much about, well, people think that you shouldn't need to talk about that if your marriage is good. But I think I've always had a belief, anything in your life that's important to you requires maintenance. Doesn't matter if you're to your body, your mind, your relationships with people, you've got to talk. It's not set and forget. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Make sure it's perfect.
And it's like on most Fridays for the past months, it's just been like, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it's important to just have that moment to just check in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there might be something little, and then we can discuss it.
We resolve everything in the moment anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like we leave something lingering and then we say, well, Friday morning catch up. It's like, yeah, we still haven't resolved that issue from last week. We really need to, yeah. That never happens because we resolve it straight away. It's usually something like, yeah, we've slipped a bit on this. We need to do this. Or I feel like this week we've been caught up in our own stuff and we need to spend more quality time, or let's go out for breakfast tomorrow, or I feel anxious today. Let's just get out and go get some groceries or go for a walk or something.
But I think it's also important to remember that sometimes you just feel a type of way. Sometimes you just wake up and you're just like in this fog, or you're a bit cranky, or, sometimes you're in a mood and you just don't know why. And it's just like, I think we've learned to just kind of accept it sometimes.
Yeah, if there's no reason, then you're just in a mood for no reason.
Yeah, and that's okay, and that it's not a big deal.
And the easiest way we found is to change our state, like get out of the house. Because if you're grumpy or you're feeling irritated and you're at home, the easiest way to change it is to, let's just go for a drive, let's go to the supermarket, let's go get a coffee and sit at the beach, and just with no expectations. And that usually helps.
Yeah, I think it really helps also to sometimes just accept it and not not
fight it.
Yeah, or like to keep going over it and asking questions and why is this and blah blah blah. Like last night was a good example. Like I had cravings last night, but I didn't want to like go binge out or whatever. And like, but now I'm like, sometimes that just happens, and it doesn't mean you have to do anything. It's just a feeling, it will pass. So I just went to bed early, Like sometimes I feel like if you're feeling a type of way, it doesn't mean you have to do anything about it. Just accept it. It will pass.
Well, I felt in a bit of a funk yesterday where I felt like I was sleepwalking through the day. I didn't feel like I was 100% here. And there was nothing wrong, but I was just in that mood yesterday. And you were in your mood. And we both sort of said, yeah, today's feels weird. And sometimes you overanalyze it. It's like, what are you doing? You're trying to find answers as though if you found an answer, you're going to find God. It's like, oh my God, now everything's... No, you're just trying to rationalize an irrational feeling. Just accept it, or get out of the house, or...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
shut up and watch Predator.
It's much better to just accept that sometimes you're going to be a bit off or your day isn't going to be good. And that's much more relaxed if you just accept that sometimes happens.
It just reminded me, I've got to get you to watch Commando.
With Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. I like Arnold. Yeah.
You've already watched Predator with me, haven't you?
Yeah.
And when the alien lands in the forest?
Yeah.
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 Did you like that?
Yeah. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger a lot. And his accent's funny.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I want to watch Kindergarten Cop again.
All right. All right. I think we're done. We're an hour and a half. People have heard us blabbing.
Yeah, and we always blab.
Belated Merry Christmas. Thank you. And our Serbian Christmas will be on the 7th. So we've got another Christmas coming up.
Yeah. And I've got 5 weeks off right now.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm a teacher, so I have 5 weeks off.
You have a lot of holidays.
Awesome.
But you have to deal with a lot of little failures and idiots.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah, so, yeah. Everyone says, oh, it's easy being a teacher. Really? Dealing with those kids? No, thank you. No, thank you. I think you have to be very maternal and sympathetic to kids. I'm not wired that way. All right. I think we're kind of done, aren't we?
I'm hungry.
When aren't you hungry? She's the kind of person. Yeah, but then again, I don't have normal hunger cues. So if I eat, I'm full. I'm done for the rest of the day until tomorrow. You can eat, be full, have a little bit of time, and then you're hungry again.
Yeah, but that's not hunger. That's cravings. Like, I can always eat unless I'm like full, like stuffed at a 10. Then I'll be like, no, I don't want anything else. But if I'm just full, I can always eat more. Like, I love food.
Yeah.
So if I've eaten and then and then like 2 hours later, I want to eat more, that's not because I'm hungry. It's just because I want food. Like, I don't have cravings. Yeah. If I was like you and I never got hungry, if I didn't have any hunger cues, it would be so much easier to like diet and stuff. Do you like Russell Crowe? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, me too.
I like him a lot. I like him a lot in Gladiator. That's an awesome movie.
I think most women like Gladiator.
Yeah, because he's so like honorable, you know. Italian food, yes. I love pizza, pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like similar foods. We just have a difference in terms of like you like
sauce,
condiments, salt, and like I like subtle. I like fresher foods. Like for instance, I will have a burger with maybe mayo, but usually with nothing, just like a little bit of sauce and tomatoes. But she loves like Big Mac sauce, as sloppy and as unhealthy as possible. To her, it's.
I am really like an advocate, not for other people per se, but like that's what I believe. I love like if it fits your macros. That's basically my whole mindset with food now. Like, as long as I stay within my calories, I just eat what I want. I feel like it's not that I eat like super unhealthy, but I don't want to like I have to hit this amount of protein, or I have to eat like vegetables every day or whatever. You know, I'm like tired. I just want to eat what I want to eat. Yeah.
I feel like sauces and stuff, too much of it ruin a meal.
Oh, I love it.
Whereas,
when I eat my Big Mac, I love to have like extra sauce, and then I'll just dip it in the sauce and then eat it. I love sauce.
No, I like barbecue meal, like where I want to taste the meat, the burnt, the salt, the seasoning.
Yeah, he'll have a burger and then like not put on sauce or hardly any sauce.
Yeah, I'll have a steak when I make my steaks. It's just the way it's seasoned in barbecue.
But then it's like dry.
No, it's not. It's like oily, burnt. Not when it's dry. It's still like soft and tender. Sauce was ruin it.
No.
It does. Anyway.
I love it. Well, that's the difference between us, I guess.
Yeah.
I also really like Mexican food.
Well, that's why you need to look at macros more than I do, because like the stuff you like to add to food kind of really adds so many calories to food. Whereas to me, I don't really like them. So I don't feel like I'm always going over my macros and stuff.
Well, I guess I don't go too crazy with it, and I do eat like pretty healthy. I think I'm probably like 50% healthy, 50% unhealthy or something like that. But what stops me is obviously hunger. Like, if I only eat shit and processed foods, I'm gonna be like ravenously hungry every day, you know, because I'm not having any protein and stuff. So that it's kind of built in that I have to also eat kind of healthy.
Yeah, the kind of foods you like make you more crave more food, whereas the kind of tastes and food I like don't make me crave as much because they're not as processed as the foods you like. Anyway, enough of food.
Why is it always like at the end when we start talking about food and I get excited and then we have to cut off?
Because you like food a lot.
I love food.
Nah, food's nice.
It's life.
Food is life.
It is. Oh yeah, you know, we talked about yesterday, like, why can't we like buy calories, you know? That would be such a big business. I did not see that.
What's your cholesterol?
I'm fine.
Yeah, no, like la la la.
Yeah.
I'll be forever. I'm gonna have a hot body when I'm 80. I'm gonna.
When I'm 80, nah. When I'm 50, yeah, still. When I'm 60.
Nah. I think your 50s, like I'm in my 50s now, I'm trying hard to kind of, not hard, it's not that hard, but stay consistent and not slip back, because when you slip too much, it's just too hard to get back to where you were.
Yeah, that's true. You have to make sure you don't slip too far, because the further you slip, the harder it is to get back on track, because it just messes with your mind so much. Yeah.
Well, okay, let's wrap it up. Piece of advice: don't overthink
Eat Big Macs.
and communicate. Talk. Stop looking for magical solutions. Usually talking fixes problems.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we didn't even talk about The Bachelor. We can save it for next time.
Why would we want to talk about The Bachelor?
We touched on it earlier, and then I said, oh, we'll talk about it later. We should just do a whole stream about dissecting The Bachelor.
What is there to dissect? I think it's stupid.
But we have many conversations about it.
I know, but it's kind of obvious and ridiculous. It's kind of like manosphere conversations, like, duh. It's like, yeah, they're stupid. Like, she's a gold digger. Like, why did you pick her? And it's the same conversations we have with Bachelor. Like, he's an asshole, she's an idiot, or she's not, they don't talk. Why is she being a bitch? Why is he being an ass? Like, it's all obvious. It's the same. It's like manosphere stuff, but reality TV.
Well,
All right. She loves it.
I do. I'm addicted.
All right. Anything else? No.
Nah, yeah, I think that's it then.
Come on. You want to
Can't talk
eat?
about food or The Bachelor.
You want to eat?
I am hungry. Yeah.
And yeah, there are our thoughts on 2025. It was a really good year, and we want to keep it going and just add more stuff. With me, I want to be more productive, with more intentional and productive, and get happier with what I produce, both in my art and with the videos I make. But everything else in terms of our life is going really, really well.
Oh yeah, and next year in June or July, we want to go on a trip to Fiji.
Maybe Fiji.
Maybe Fiji.
We're thinking. And then after that, we're planning to go and visit our friend
In America.
Yeah.
But we don't know where she's going to be living then, so
We'll see.
we'll see.
But yeah, Fiji probably next year. And then maybe America for a short trip after that. But anyway, that's it. Today is Saturday, the 27th of December here in Melbourne, Australia. And I don't know where it is for the rest of you. It's Friday night for those in America. Have a good weekend.
Yes.
And that's it.
See you next time.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.